Evil doesn't always look like a monster. Sometimes it looks like a friend, a partner, someone who smiles in your face and quietly destroys everything behind your back. We think evil is loud, but the most dangerous kind? It's silent. It blends in. It studies you. And then it slowly starts draining your confidence, your clarity, your peace. That's what makes it dangerous. You don't see it coming until it's already done the damage. This video isn't about fear, it's about awareness. As a Stoic man, your peace is your power, and your greatest weapon is the ability to recognize evil early and walk away without a word. I'm going to show you 9 clear signs there's an evil person in your circle right now. And when you get to the 9th sign, you'll understand why so many men stay stuck in toxic cycles for years without even realizing it. That's the sign most people feel, but they don't know how to explain. It's not dramatic. It's not obvious. But once you see it, you'll never ignore it again. Stay until the end, because recognizing that final sign could be the exact thing that saves your mind, your mission, and your future. Let's begin. 1. They subtly undermine your confidence. They'll never attack you directly. No open insults, no yelling, just little stabs wrapped in jokes. You really think you can do that? Wow, you're getting cocky, huh? You got lucky, that's all. At first, you laugh it off, but over time, you start to doubt yourself. This isn't teasing, it's strategic. Evil people chip away at your confidence because your belief in yourself threatens their control. Stoics know your mindset is your shield, and anyone who attacks that shield, slowly, passively, is not your friend. If you feel smaller every time you leave their presence, that's not energy, that's poison. 2. They test your boundaries. Repeatedly. You say no. They keep pushing. You express discomfort. They joke about it. You try to hold a line, and they make you feel guilty for it. That's not misunderstanding. That's manipulation. Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." Evil people know exactly what they're doing. They test boundaries not to understand you, but to control you. And if you keep allowing it, you slowly lose your ability to stand for yourself. A Stoic sets boundaries once, then watches. No second warnings, just observation and distance. 3. They mirror you. To get inside. At first, they seem perfect. They like what you like. They talk like you, think like you, understand you deeply. But it's not real. It's a mask. This person is studying you, mirroring you, so you drop your guard. And once you do, they start changing you, controlling you, feeding on your emotional blueprint. This is a technique called psychological mirroring, used by manipulators to gain fast trust. Stoics call it what it is: emotional theft. A real connection doesn't feel too perfect. It grows slowly. It earns trust. It doesn't mimic. It resonates. Watch for the mirror. It often hides the mask. 4. They celebrate your failures. You can feel it. You fail. You struggle. You get rejected. And instead of comfort, you get subtle satisfaction. They smile a little too long. They're supportive, but relieved. Evil people don't want to see you grow beyond them. They want to keep you beneath them, where they feel safe. When you rise, they shrink. When you fall, they breathe easier. This is envy, not love. And Stoicism teaches, jealousy is loud in silence. Pay attention not to what they say, but what they seem to enjoy watching. 5. They weaponize your vulnerability. This one hurts. You open up. You share your pain, your past, your fears, and they listen. They nod. They pretend to care, until the day they use it against you, in an argument, in public, or worse, in private moments when you're most exposed. This is the 5th sign, and it's the one that creates deep emotional scars, because it feels like betrayal, and that's exactly what it is. Evil people collect information, not connection. They store your wounds like ammo, then fire when they need control. The Stoic rule: be slow to speak, fast to observe, because some people are listening to you, not to help, but to harm. 6. They drain you without guilt. After every interaction, you feel tired, mentally, emotionally, even physically. That's not coincidence. That's an energetic vampire. These people never give, only take. Your time, your energy, your peace. And when you pull back, they get angry. Evil people aren't always cruel. Some are just relentlessly selfish. They drain you not because they hate you, but because they see you as a resource, not a person. Cut the cord without apology. 7. They pretend to be the victim. Every story they tell, they're the victim. Every relationship, they were used. Every problem, someone else's fault. This is how evil hides, behind pity. They use emotional sob stories to escape accountability, to draw sympathy, to trap people who want to help. But the Stoic doesn't fall for stories. He watches patterns. And if every tale is one-sided, you're dealing with a master manipulator in disguise. 8. They disguise control as love. They say they care, but they make every decision for you. What to wear, who to talk to, what you should be doing with your life. They call it love, but it's domination. Real love is freedom. Control is possession. Evil people don't want partners. They want puppets. The Stoic loves with clarity, not control. 9. You feel like you're losing yourself. This is the final and most obvious sign, yet the hardest to admit. You look in the mirror and don't recognize yourself. You've compromised values. You've silenced your instincts. You've become smaller, just to keep peace. If being near someone requires you to shrink, that's not love, that's evil. The Stoic man knows. Anything that costs your soul is too expensive. Walk away, not because you hate them, but because you finally remembered who you are. Evil doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers. Sometimes it smiles. Sometimes it pretends to care. But if you've seen these signs, don't ignore them. Cut ties, protect your peace, and return to your center. Because the Stoic man isn't emotional. He's not reactive. But he is ruthless about one thing: guarding his energy from anything that wants to destroy it, quietly. Stay sharp, stay centered, and never again let evil hide in your circle. Let your peace become so strong that no mask can survive in your presence.